Two men who have served in the state Senate are vying to represent Michigan's 7th Congressional District in Washington, D.C.
Democratic Senator Curtis Hertel and former Republican Senator Tom Barrett are both husbands and fathers to 4 children. Here's where they stand on some of the issues. A Democratic senator with a background in government, a former Republican senator who spent years in the Army, 2 candidates with specific ideas on how they'd represent mid-Michigan on Capitol Hill. Tom Barrett says he wants to help families.
The soaring cost of living, with inflation, with housing costs, energy costs, and everything all the way down the line is really plaguing family budgets more now than probably ever before in recent history.
Senator Hertel says his experience solving problems at the state capitol will allow him to hit the ground running.
I've worked across the aisle to try to solve problems. I helped pass the largest middle-class tax cut in state history. We ended the retirement tax. We protected reproductive rights.
One of the top priorities Hertel says he'll take to Washington.
If we don't protect that in federal law, at any point, Congress could try to undo that and undo the progress we've made here in Michigan.
Barrett's top priority is to lower the cost of living. He says the U.S. can do that by capitalizing on its natural gas supply and exporting it.
That will bring down costs for everything in the economy because so much of what we consume on a daily basis is either energy intensive to produce it, or it takes energy to get it to the market where we ultimately go and buy it, groceries, for example, and other things like that.
When it comes to immigration, the candidates agree the U.S. needs to secure its southern border.
So before we start saying we're going to legalize everybody who's come here illegally, broken the laws of the United States, violated the rules and regulations that we have, I think we ought to put Americans back to work, certainly first and foremost.
We need more hard security, more soft security. We need to be scanning for fentanyl. We also need to fix our asylum system so that people can get adjudicated quickly through that system.
When it comes to gun violence in schools, Barrett wants to spend federal money to embed a school resource officer in every school.
They can build relationships with the students, mentor them along the way, help know about what is taking place in a school so that they can identify some of the kids that may be having problems or may show traits that are problematic that may need a little bit more attention.
Senator Hertel says Congress should follow Michigan's lead and enact reasonable gun laws.
I believe in the Second Amendment. You have a right to protect yourself, but it's not a death pact. If we know that someone's dangerous, if we know that there's a gun in the home, and people aren't taking the proper steps to actually make sure that it doesn't fall into the hands of the wrong person, there should be consequences.
Both candidates promised to protect Social Security and keep the retirement age at 67, but their ideas on how to do that differ. Barrett says less government spending. Senator Hertel says millionaires should pay more.